Hey Narwhals, I'm your host Luke Narwhal, and today we're going to be reading Former Obese People of Reddit. What are some small things that you noticed once you lost weight? If you enjoy this video, consider leaving a like and subscribing for more weight loss videos that help you stay on track. You get cold easier without all that insulation. Seriously, I feel cold a lot more since I lost the weight. Worth it though. My husband has lost 200 pounds in the past year and a half. Yes, I'm super proud of him. Now he's like a little old lady with his electric blanket and space heater. I go behind him and turn down the thermostat constantly. I lost 250 pounds over the course of 3 years, started at 350, and while it's a great feeling to have lost the weight, I now have an ED where I still see myself as that big individual I was 3 years ago. You care a lot more about matching shoes and belt when you can see them both at the same time. Vehicles seem to have more space. Restaurant chairs with hard sides aren't uncomfortable. Well, they are, but not because you're too big for them. The reflection in the mirror looks better. My most exciting day was the first time I got on a plane and did not have to use a seatbelt extender. Crap's cold. Crap's so freaking cold. The seat is cold, the stone is cold, everything is so freaking cold. Me too. I'm so friggin' cold all the time, even if I'm under like 15 blankets. The worst crap is when you're waiting for a bus and an old lady is sitting on the bench and moves and asks you to sit. What the frig is wrong with you people? It's friggin' freezing. Oh, my son, come soon. Going out to eat is a lot more fun now. I can order as much as I want and I don't feel like I'm being judged for having dessert or extra cheese. My shoe size went down by 1 size, US. I had no idea how much weight even my feet had gained until I lost the weight, 100 pounds so far, and bought new shoes a size smaller. I was expecting everything to just suddenly be great and wonderful. Turns out self-esteem isn't purely based on weight. I was 259 pounds and now 156, 1.85 meters, and I'm glad I am, because now I'm much healthier and more active, but my mental attitude towards my body still stayed pretty similar. I have been skinny for over 10 years now. Just recently have I started looking at myself in the mirror without awkwardly trying to not look at myself. It gets easier with time and I'm slowly becoming more confident in my own body, even though I've been in shape for a long time now. It can be hard to overcome that barrier, but try and keep pushing yourself to appreciate how long you've come and how you want to look even better. I found myself getting irritated at slow walkers on the sidewalks to and from work much more often after losing 50 plus pounds. I lost 175 pounds. I was about 20 to 21 when I was at my heaviest at about 335. Romantic, as a young single woman, you tend to be pushed aside for the skinnier, prettier girls. So as soon as I lost weight, I lost friends too. For my female friends, I became competition. I even had one friend tell me so. She told me we had to stop hanging out because I was ruining her dating life by being myself. Only later did I learn that she bragged about using me as her duff and for humor and as a conversationalist. At least she thought I was funny. For my guy friends, I stopped being friend who just so happened to possess a V and became someone they were sexually or romantically interested in. Life in general, people are generally nicer to you. I've never once received a Diet Coke instead of a regular Coke since losing weight. Duff, a designated ugly fat friend. Willing to show my body more. Before, I covered and layered so much. You can tell when bigger people are trying to hide themselves. Cardigans pulled around them, arms always crossed over the middle, nothing too flashy. Once I lost the weight, I'm more willing to wear things that hug the body because I want them to. And I'm more okay showing some cleavage because I finally feel as if I can be someone to be desired. I may be a guy, but even I can agree to this. After losing 50 pounds, I actually wear shirts and pants that fit my form a lot and feel confident doing it. I even take my shirt off at the beach now, which is something I could not even do about 2 years ago. It's a very weird change to your way of thinking, allowing yourself to like your body and letting people see that in the way you dress. That's not to say you can't do that at a bigger size, but I think a lot of people that get heavy don't even realize that we're cutting out any attempt to really look attractive. I think a little of it is too, if I don't try, then I can pretend that's the real reason I can't find a date. When you're bigger, it takes a lot more effort to like yourself and your body. You internalize society's hatred for fat people, and it takes a lot to work through that. You can climb things. I never had a desire to do it before because I couldn't support my weight, so I never even thought about it. One day, post-weight loss, I randomly tried climbing a tree and was pleasantly surprised at how easy it was. The self-esteem issues don't disappear with the fat though, and as others have said, that's a whole separate journey. I went from 230 pounds 5 years ago to a current weight of 150. The ferocity and quality of my hunger at 230 was unbearable. It was too painful to ignore, and no matter what or how much I ate, I knew I would be hungry again in 2 to 3 hours. Now, I could easily go 24 hours without eating, and it would just be a minor annoyance. Do you mind me asking what you did and are doing to stay there? I'm down from 265 to 195, and I just do a rough version of the paleo diet and love it. I don't count calories since it's so hard to overeat when your entire diet consists of meat, fruits, and vegetables, only exception being nuts. Avoid cashews and almonds if you're trying to lose weight. They become the new healthy binge food, so easy to eat 1,000 plus calories of cashews in one sitting. The best part though, the increased energy levels. I almost immediately had twice as much energy as I did before just by eating better and sleeping 8 hours a night. Life as a whole was so much more enjoyable. If there's anything I could recommend for losing weight, it's to give yourself a solid 4 days of a good diet and sleep and see how amazing you feel on the morning of the 5th day. I started on a Monday, and all day that Friday, all I could think about was, wow, I'm never going back to eating like crap and staying up late. For me, that first few days was all the motivation I needed. People tell me that there are all these social things that are supposed to be different, and I don't know, maybe I'm just oblivious or maybe I've never been outgoing enough for it to become a factor. Hard to be bullied when you just plain don't stand out enough for anyone to notice and bully you. If all the women in your circle of friends are legitimately taken, they're not going to start flirting. People don't open doors for guys at any rate. My treatment by the world in general has been pretty much the same as it ever was. But holy crap, are my hands always cold. There's a weird downside to the during part that people don't mention. When you're fat, nobody sits next to you on the bus. There's no space there. Then you start losing, and there's enough room, but it's tight. So you go from having all the space to stretch out to being cramped every time, to finally thinning out enough that even with the extra crowd, you have space again. It's a sort of bell curve deal. Every year, Facebook memories pop up and I look at my old self 50 pounds heavier and wonder who I even was. It happened just yesterday. I wasn't like morbidly obese, but my weight range should have been 150 and I was a little over 200. So for me, it was the largest I ever was. I'm back down to 145 to 150 and it's just insane seeing old pictures of myself. Also, I notice I can't feel the cold in my belt buckle anymore. My belly used to droop over my belt buckle, so if I didn't have an undershirt, I'd have this chilled feeling every time I buckled my pants. It doesn't happen anymore. It's nice. I'm a lot faster without even training for it. Trained for weeks for a 5K. Ran it, my time mostly sucked, but I finished, so cool. Signed up for another one in 6 months' time. I used to be over 300 pounds. I'm down to 163 now. A few things, I don't grunt when I stand up anymore. Like some others have said, I get cold a lot easier now. I walk quite a bit faster than I used to. I don't despise warm weather, but that goes with me getting cold easier now. Some things I didn't really expect, but sort of make sense. I still have self-esteem issues, and I still see the old fat person version of myself when I'm not looking at a mirror. And I'm constantly worried my new smaller clothes aren't going to fit. And that brings us to the end of the video, narwhals. If you enjoyed this video, consider leaving a like and subscribing for more weight loss videos that help you stay on track. Also, if you haven't yet, sign up to become a VIP narwhal. You'll get 3 benefits, including access to a special merch giveaway coming soon. Sign up at lukenarwhal.com. Link is in the description below.